Hello, welcome to Real Magic Review. My name is Steve Faulkner, and let me know if you can hear me and stuff. I'm sure I've forgotten something. I always do. I was going to have a nap, but I haven't. So I feel all unnapped because I woke up early and didn't sleep very well. But anyway, don't really need to know that, do you? Hello. This is Real Magic Review, and this is onlinemagic.co. I'd like to have a look at that. Oh, look, I've got the wrong... I haven't got my face in the corner again. That's silly, isn't it? I'm going to get rid of it. Look. I don't know. Look, I'm going to make my face going now. Right, so, yeah, that's onlinemagic.co. That's very good. It's got 800 videos on it, plus live sessions every week. We're doing one tonight on the Shuttle Pass and Mental Block, Coin and Card Underwatch. And last week we did the Miser's Dream, and you've got a lovely comment on there from it. And it's $9.99 a month, which is like a coffee a week. And you get live sessions, then they're uploaded. There's like 130, we've done 130 tonight, and loads of tutorials on many other things. Right, it's a rambly one. It's going to be quite a quick one, I think, because I haven't got many comments, because I didn't post for ages, because I was sick, and then I was working, and then other things happened. So there's been a few this week, and there's one going out tonight. Have a look at that. I did the, what's it called? The baby bottle opener. Which I put on social media today, so have a look at Steve Faulkner, at Steve Faulkner, at Steve Faulkner is my magic performance-y stuff, at Real Magic Review is just me posting the reviews, so TikTok is at Steve, S-T-E, Faulkner. Blimey, there's a lot of this going on, isn't there? I'll stop now, have a look at all of it. So, Tom, how you doing? Stuart, very nice to see you. Tom in Los and not Los Angeles, San Francisco, aren't you? Yeah, blimey. Always wanted to go there. I love the Miser's Dream. I was on holidays last week, so I saw it today. Loved it. Thanks, Tom. Great trick. And I'm so glad I've kind of cleaned up my version of it, and I'm very happy with it. Mihal, how you doing? I hope the new trick's going on, Mental Block, or what it's called. Remind me, but I'm going to review it soon. Shiv, hope you're well, mate. Sound is good. Good. Bruce, hope you're good. Loud and clear, lovely. Gary, Edge Lambert, hope you're good, mate. And at least 2 coffees here in Scotland. Finally, I've got a cup of tea. Where do we put that? Over there. I'm going to have a bit of that now. Oh, no, I've kicked things. I'm totally exhausted. I did a day's coaching in London yesterday, and then had a very late night because I was enjoying Downton afterwards, and I didn't want to go to bed. My evenings now... I'm reaching 50. It's my 50th in July. My evenings now, I kid you not, after I've done everything I need to do, which is late, involve a glass of sherry, an episode of Downton, and a duvet over my knees, like a member of the elderly fraternity, and that's what I am now. Good morning, Steve, and everyone else here. I've got a moment to drop in here, Steve. I love all your content. Fiddling Johnny, and yours is great too, mate. I hope you're well. Check out Fiddling Johnny's review channel. So, I'll do a couple of comments, but ask me a question here. There really is hardly any comments because... I have got something important, exciting to tell you. Well, I think it's exciting. That's what I'll talk about. So, I posted the review of Bend It Like Geller, which I really love. Have I got it here? Yeah. It's, I don't know whether I've taken it home or not. I really love this, and it's really started something for me. I did... there was a story that I told in the review, but I cut it out because it's too long. I might post it as a thing. It wasn't a very interesting story, but I performed a show for my friend's 50th recently, and they'd seen a lot of the stuff that I do, so I did some new stuff. And I'd never done metal bending in a show, so I did a fork bend in a show, and a fork break, a la Geller, and that's what a lot of people are talking about afterwards, and I've got a little bit of footage on it. I don't think I can show you now because I don't think I've got it here, but it's just such a lovely response. So, and reading this made me realise that I kind of need to minimise it. I need to focus on that one bend. It's, rather than trying to do all the other stuff. So it's been a real education for this book. But what did happen is I woke up in the morning with a lovely email from Uri Geller. That was exciting. Because he said, thanks for saying the nice things you said about me and all that. Because I said, I thought that it was a real education watching him, for the first time properly. And that was exciting. And then he sent me a little video, which I will put on social media soon. I want to kind of do it in a bit. But that was, yeah, it was really exciting to go. I've just been talking to Uri Geller, because I'm, like I said, nearly 50, and he was like a name, you know, that I heard a lot from birth, really, because he first broke out when the year I was born, in 73, on the Dimbleby show. So that was really, really amazing. And we were sending WhatsApp messages, and it was just a very surreal thing. But that was my sort of name droppy thing. And I now got this lovely video testimonial I can drop into my promo. I'm terrible at promoting myself, so I've got to get better. He's good, isn't he? Welcome to the 50 Club, Fiddling Johnny. Oh, you 50, are you? Oh, God, you look 50. Well done. 70 now, Tommy. You look phenomenal for 70. I'm getting old. Keep falling asleep watching Time Team and a cup of tea. Yeah, I know it. I'll tell you what. After a day yesterday, I went to London. Got up at 6, went to London, did the coaching, come back, and just got under the duvet. And I tell me I can be happier. I think that's nirvana. You put me anywhere in the world, and I don't think I could be happier. So there you go. So people go, oh, don't you want to go on Britain's Got Talent? And I'm like, no, I just want to sit and watch Downton and have a nice sherry. So, comments, yeah, like I said. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a couple from, because I don't think I did the comments. Remind me, actually, I'll save it because I might have done it. From Whammy Board. I did Whammy Board ages ago. I don't think I did the comments from there. Bend It Like Geller, yeah, Magic Wizardry, bloody hell, Steve, that got me. Never has a review left me wanting. I'm getting a copy. Thanks for inspiring videos. Oh, lovely. Meximex, a lot of people and magicians really hate Uri. We could all learn a lot from the guy, though. I happen to live in Exeter, where he was heavily involved in the local sports ball team. So I've met him several times. He's actually a really nice guy. So you're in Exeter. I'm from Sidmouth. So Exeter's my old stomping ground, which makes it sound like I was getting out and doing lots of things, which I wasn't. But yeah, this is the thing, right? When you look at Uri Geller, is someone that, if you just look at the press of the last 20 years, he seems like this kind of eccentric, kind of, you know what, he knows what he's doing. I think this is guessing. I think he's made a decision. He doesn't really care what people think, and he's playing a game. He's kind of creating these headlines that people think some are ridiculous, some are good, and you look back at and it's worked for him. And I don't know a lot of them, you know, some of them, I haven't gone into the kind of the history of all of it, but I think, you know, looking back purely as a kind of theatrical piece, that early kind of metal bending, what the nerve and the boldness of what he was doing is the inspiration to go out and go, I'm going to do this one thing and I'm going to make a career out of it. And, you know, he's not really part of the whole magic world, I think, is to be commended for me, and without a doubt it's going to affect my performances. So yeah, I think, you know, if you look at him as a magician, he's not a magician. So magicians hating him as a magician, you can go, well, I don't like his magic, he doesn't do magic. It's a kind of different thing, isn't it? Even though he's using arguably the same things. Great, lots of people say nice things. Thank you very much. Instead of someone that says he should be in prison. That was a bit strong. There you go. Stratus, that's it. It's a good one. The Sign Built a card game. Yes, it does look like a good one. And I am completely overwhelmed. So I'm kind of trying to do a thing of doing a few of the things I was given in Blackpool, whilst doing a few newer things that obviously get more hits. It's a shame, really, because it's a shame that the newer tricks get more hits, because I think the older stuff is just as good. Well, we know it is, don't we? But I can see why. But it's but if you're thinking of watching videos on my channel, watch the old stuff as well, because it's just as good. Mattia, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. 73 child. Oh, Bruce, 70, blimey, well done. 73 child. I thought you were going to say 73. I was going to say, look about 40. Yeah, 50th in May after your last ramble. Set some goals for myself and signed up to do my first stand-up set in June. Well done, Bruce. I'm doing my stand-up set in July, and no, I'm going to tell anyone where that is. Well done. Do you think it exploited people by selling books to the public about how to awaken psychic ability? I don't. The thing is, I don't know what those books are. I've taken this on face value. I've taken this on, you know, he was I've never really been offended by what he does. I don't like people that say they're talking to the dead. if people are saying they can bend metal and fix things, I'm all right with that. There's what I didn't mention. He did the thing is saying that he bent the boat that got stuck in the Suez Canal. With boat, that's a bit. It's not like a little tugboat, is it? But the Evergreen they called it, but there was another name for it. I don't know. But of course, that's to me that's just again it's playing the game. There's a kind of fun, kind of staying in the papers, making sure you're still there because you earn from it, and I think controversy is good. He said, be controversial, get people talking about you, and then you won't go away. And it's obviously not an ego thing. I don't think he needs to do that anymore. But I'm just guessing. But I don't know about this kind of whole career. I'm just looking at the mentalism, metal bending, that kind of thing. If I look into it, it might be something that I don't like, and I go, that was a bit out of order. But I really haven't geeked out on him. I've geeked out on him and the mentalism, and that's the kind of side of it. Chad, how you doing? From USA. But yes, I think if you're claiming that you can make people completely psychic, not really my sort of thing. But I'm just very grateful he's done all that for me. So I'm going to find it very hard. I'm completely biased now because he's been lovely to me, because that's the human brain. Right. So, any more comments? I don't think there is, I think that's about it. Oh, Bowtox. Oh, a couple of questions on that. Have a look at that. It's an interesting little thing. Someone, I'm just looking at the, right. Someone asked, oh yes. So BF Mediatainment said, what bows do you use for Bowtox? I live in Canada and nowhere here sells it. Shall I show you it quickly, that? You want to see the Bowtox thing quickly? I should be able to work. I'm not going to show you the review. I'll just show you the trick if you didn't see it. Oh, this preview, go away. Let's try and open it up. I think this should work. You can hear me now, can't you? Yes. So this is. That's the trick. And that's the trick the review that's coming out tonight is this. Oh, why, guys, really, this preview's in the way. Sorry. Let's get rid of that. I think this is an interesting one. This one. Well, they're both interesting. Yeah. Lovely. Such a simple idea. But so someone said about the bows. Oh, that's still going. The bows and the ribbon, that can all be changed. So as long as you've got anything you can stick on a present, and the ribbon, that can all be changed up. It's 20 quid, so you're buying the trick and you're buying the thing that comes with it, and all of it you're going to have to probably replace at some point to very little cost. But when you get it, you'll realise there's different things you can do. Now, Bowtox is pretty grim to watch. Yeah. So, it's not... And there was a comment on it that was then, I think, removed, and it's a fair point. Bowtox and a lot of Luke Osland, they're eye candy tricks. They're like quick, snappy. They're not routines, really. There's some of them, I haven't seen all of them, but definitely when I think of the sugar one, which I've got here actually, which is called Sweet Disposition, which is great. And it's very magical. You get a bit of sugar, and I'll be reviewing that, and it turns into a sugar cube. You pour a bit of sugar, and it visually turns into. But they're moments. Then you're not going to build a lot around it. And I think that logically they don't make any sense. What I will say is things like the bow coming out of the mouth. You could talk before that, secretly load it into your mouth, do it, and then it would be more magical. But for social media, it's just like, of course, people are going to think, well, he just had the bow in his mouth before, but that's totally fine. It's just a visual surprise element thing. And that's it. And I think for certain events as well, when you're just doing quick, snappy stuff, if there's loads of music on and you're like, what can I do? Doing that, and all those kind of things really come into their own. They kind of pepper your other routines. So I think they're really they're kind of fluff, but in a really good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. They know what they are, and they're kind of fun, odd little things. And you don't have to do he said that one for social media, really, the bow out the mouth, doing it from the hand. If you look at the trailer, you just very slowly, the ribbon goes up there and you've got a bow in your hand. That does make sense because you're making a ribbon into a bow, and then you could give it to someone, if you want. But like you said, you're not going to be giving the one that's in your mouth out. Quality entertainment. Nothing says Christmas like a bow from the nose. Yeah. That's my comment I deleted right before I had coffee, then let it go. So I don't think it was harsh at all, Tom. I don't think it was. I think it's absolutely fair. For some, I see some chicks and I go, well, it's nothing. And then audiences love it and people love it and magicians love it. So it's absolutely fair. It's it's a very relevant opinion. And it totally isn't for every situation. And most people, I wouldn't really go out and do it. I'd do it on social media as I did. And I might do it with friends. I might kind of certain situations, but it's not the sort of thing I'm going to... But that doesn't mean it's a bad trick. I'm a 50-year-old bloke. It's a bit gnarly probably. But for members of the young, you get away with a lot more. I think that's about it, innit? Bend It Like Geller, just a couple of people saying really lovely things. Other than that... have a look at part 2 of the Geller review. Some people said, "Oh, I stopped really abruptly." That's because there's a part 2. So, because it's very long. It was going to be like 35 minutes, so I cut 10 minutes out of it. But I think that's it. Right. Thanks very much. In 40 minutes, might have a minute on that now, it's the live session on onlinemagic.co. We're going to do Card and Coin Under Watch and the Shuttle Pass. Basically, the show I just did, the solo show, I've kind of broken up bits of that and been teaching bits of that. We've done a little session on the Lincoln Rings, and I taught my routine with that. So have a look at onlinemagic.co, like and subscribe, email me if you've got any questions at all about anything, and I can talk about it next week. Keep your eye, get that little bell icon next to subscribe press, because there's going to be a few times I can't go live on a Thursday coming up, and I am definitely going to be doing some random ones all of a sudden without even telling anyone. With some live reviews and stuff soon, so make sure we do that. All right, everybody, thank you so much for... Oh, we've got some more, hang on. Calling forward to the session. Hey, Gaz, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm just shooting off. Yes, so see you later, everyone. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.